Hello guys, what is going on? It is Sam here, and welcome back to another video. I decided I would do this fan highlights and review a bit differently. I decided I would combine the two, pretty much because, I didn't get that many clips. I did not really record very much yesterday, and I thought that, just because it's the opening day, I thought I would just maybe combine the two together for once. So as you know, I'm not going to do this very often, probably once or twice every few months, no more than that, because I prefer just to do the videos separate. But perhaps if there's a day where I don't get too many clips, this is probably what I'll do. So, yep, you saw there wasn't, particularly many fan highlights. That's not true though, because I didn't really film much. To be honest, there probably was a lot more I could have filmed, but that's not what it's all about. But as you probably did notice, I did film the disallowed goal. Well, hopefully, I saw most of it anyway, and I still can't work out why it was disallowed, but I'll be talking about that later in the video. So the score then, 3-1 to Palace. Not a fair result in my opinion, to be honest. I don't think we did enough to win the game, but I definitely just thought from our display we did deserve to get at least a draw out of it, and probably would have, if that disallowed goal had been given, it would have probably stayed 2-2, because we wouldn't have been open in the last minute, and they wouldn't have been able to score through us so easily. So the first half then, we started really strongly in the first 20 minutes. We had a really high tempo. That was very good to see. And unfortunately we did miss some chances. Graben missed a very big chance. Jerome missed a chance as well, so if we'd have taken those chances, maybe we'd have gone on to win the game. And that's, I suppose, the first big lesson to learn in the Premier League, that if you don't take your chances, you're not going to get anywhere. And that's exactly what Crystal Palace did right. They had one chance, I'd say, in that first half, maybe one, maybe two, but they took the most important one, and they went into the half time with a goal up lead after just taking pretty much their only chance, and that is the mark of a good team. So the second half then, we conceded really early in the second half, and the goal was another poor goal to concede. It was really, really simple for Palace. Basically just a free header and then a good finish at the back post. The first one was a better finish, but once again we gave them far too much space and we were punished well for it. And yep, credit to Palace, very clinical, and they showed there why they've stayed up for the last 2 seasons very successfully. Full-time performance over the whole forms. I didn't think we played particularly that bad. But, our defending, the way Palace scored their goals kind of just showed why we perhaps need to invest a bit more in defence and maybe invest in another centre forward. I don't know. But yeah, our goal, Nathan Redmond's goal, was very good, and then the disallowed goal, I don't know why it was disallowed. If he's kicked the ball up high, then it's an overhead kick. There's loads of players who scored overhead kicks, so you might as well just say, oh, those ones are disallowed as well, because I've never seen a goal disallowed for an overhead kick, and I don't think I can work out why it was disallowed, or maybe it was for something else, but I think most of the world thought that there was no way that should have been disallowed, but can't really blame that for the reason us not getting any points. We conceded some sloppy goals. Palace were clinical, credit to them for taking their chances. There is not a lot. We did learn some very important lessons though. 1, it's got to be take your chances. 2, the defences are not much better than they are in the Championship, so perhaps we need to invest in our defence a bit further, and that's probably the lessons we've learnt. And again, our opening day woes continue. So yeah, remember what we did on the opening day last year. We lost 1-0 to Wolves, so it's not the end of the world by any means. Let's hope no fans think like that. I think that's 12 opening days now that we've failed to win. Players' thoughts then. I thought all the players had a fairly decent game. I thought Houlihan in particular was my man of the match. He was superb at moving throughout the Palace midfield and defence. He created lots of chances for us, so he was definitely my man of the match. Good performances. I thought Brady had a good game. Johnny Howson had a good game as well. Jerome looked good when he came on. So yeah, I suppose it was about, Jerome missed that chance. We had a disallowed goal. Perhaps should have had a penalty. I didn't really see that. I'm not going to comment on it. And I had good chances in the first half. So if we'd have taken our chances, we'd probably come away with the 3 points. But it's a tough lesson learned, I suppose. Let's get back in the Premier League. But then the difference between us and Palace was, I thought Palace were much more clinical, and I've got to say they've got some very good players on the team. They've got pace on both wings, which I think perhaps Zaha, he really troubled Steven Whittaker. That's maybe a sign that we perhaps should invest in a winger with pace, but I don't really know. Manager thoughts then. I thought Alex Neil maybe should have started Redmond or Jerome. because I thought we just needed a bit more pace on the field at the start. But I wasn't too unhappy with the team we started in the end, and it was just really our opening day woes continuing. Okay then guys, for the future then, Sunderland away next week. I will not be going to that one, that's a little bit too far for me, but I will be going to some away games this season. So Sunderland, they lost 4-2 to Leicester. It's very important that we get the 3 points there, because I'm sure they'll be thinking too that they need the 3 points, because the way they defended against Leicester is positive signs for us. So I hope we can go there full of confidence and get the 3 points, and hopefully that will be our first one of the Premier League season. So then that's going to be pretty much the end of this video, guys. Hope you found it interesting. Just to say again, just to repeat what I said at the start, I'm pretty much rarely going to do a video like this. I just thought today that I would do it like this, because it's kind of a bit better making a video this way. But normally it'll just be the fan highlights and then of course the review. So yeah, congratulations to Palace. They played well, they were clinical, they got some good players in the side. I'm sure they will do fine this season. Good luck to them in the future. And yep guys, I will see you next time when I have my preview of the Sunderland game, or perhaps a different video. Thank you for watching.